I would like to talk to all of you about some of the great benefits of owning a dog. Not just any dog, a service dog. I'm not talking about your typical service dog that has to be registered by the state, that has to be trained, they have to obey certain commands. I'm talking about the service dog that isn't technically a service dog. We've all seen that one person inside of a restaurant who has a Shih Tzu or a little Chihuahua. When we're used to seeing Labradors, German Shepherds, the bigger kind of dogs will be your more typical service dog. These people have more like household pets. But before you judge too quickly, I want you to think about how each animal can help that person and the needs that they have. To help you better understand the importance of not passing judgment, I would like to go over the benefits that a service dog can provide for each person. Through research and personal experience, I have changed my personal opinion and my personal judgment for those untypical service dogs. I would like to pass this information on to you. Dogs can greatly benefit people who have social anxiety. Social anxiety is extremely hard. When you go into public places, you have to talk to different people. It can be very nerve-wracking. You can just think about, oh, what did I say? Did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing? A dog can actually help with that. Your confidence alone is something that a dog can help with. You have to take care of your dog. You have to feed them, bathe them. They need their ears cleaned, that's you. They need their butt wiped, literally, that's you. They can't do anything themselves. That will give you a great responsibility, and it should give you much pride knowing that you'll be able to take care of the dog. Dogs can also help you think. It sounds a little silly, but I think out loud. I talk to my dogs all the time. They don't answer me back, they don't give me the answers. I'm not completely bonkers, but they can help me work through a problem. Instead of me talking to no one who isn't there, I'm talking to my dog. That can also give you great confidence when you're having to work through a situation or a problem, whether it be personal or work related. Dogs can also help when it comes to public activities. They can help you become a little bit more social. By taking your dog to the dog park, you can take and meet other people who have dogs. People love to talk about their dogs. I should know, I'm one of those people. But you can go and it also helps socialize your dog, as well as help to get you a little bit more socialized as well. Harvard Health Blog says that taking your dog to the dog park is one of the easiest ways to meet new people that have the same interests. It's a small talk starter, and it also creates new friendships. Taking your dog to a human park is also something else that could help. People love little dogs. They love to come up and say, oh, I love your dog, it's so cute, can I pet it? It's a great little small starter. It's a great way to start to meet new people. It can greatly help in your social life, not only in your personal life. If all else fails, when you meet someone and you fail to find something to talk about, you can always talk about the funny and weird things that your dog does. My dogs do all kinds of really weird things, and it's quite hilarious. I just don't ever catch it on film. So I have some of these. This dog says, huh? No, he doesn't want a cookie. I can have both of them. My little dog, Casey, she does this quite a bit. She steals the big dog's treats. It's kind of comical. Huskies are some of the funniest breeds that you will ever find. They do some of the most comical things ever. This one says, my dog winks at me sometimes. I wink back just in case it's some sort of code. They're very funny. And this is one of my favorites. This dog was actually given its stuffed animal. It was super, super excited about the stuffed animal, and this is the face that it made when it got it. It was hilarious, but this says, well, how does NASA organize a party? They plan it. It's cute. But you can always talk about the little quirky and fun things that your dogs do. Dogs don't only help in public and social events, dogs can also help with people who have emotional and mental distressors. PTSD is something that anyone can have. It doesn't have to come only from someone who's gone to war. While I'm not saying that that isn't something that's significant, it can also come from someone who's been involved in a robbery, that's been in an assault of any kind, whether it be physical, verbal, or a sexual assault. A violent altercation, it can also come from an abusive relationship, whether it's a mental, physical, or emotional abuse. There is anxiety and fear that is associated with PTSD. You have the what if scenario that you're always thinking, what if this happens? What if someone does this? What if someone comes back in here with a gun? It can be quite nerve-wracking. The Journal of ECT shows a study that they have done, how simply petting a dog can help relieve anxiety and fear. It can lower your blood pressure as well as your heart rate. Dogs are extremely protective. They will also help people to feel safe. Dogs will give their life in order to protect yours. Depression is another big deal in the U.S. According to Healthline.com, there are 16 million people who had major depressive episodes in 2012. A few years ago, I went through my own depressive state, and my husband and I, in April 2015, we found out it had been a year, and we still hadn't had a child. It was one of the very hardest things I'd ever went through. I was extremely discouraged and depressed. I read this quote by Josh Billings: "Dogs are the only things on earth that love you more than they love themselves." So in May of 2015, we got my dog Hosmer. Hosmer was the sweetest thing that you could ever have found. While we did have to potty train him, we had to teach him not to chew on things. He was a little hyper. He was kind of a handful, but he had unconditional love. The world of psychology, it shows that, in a study that they did, that dogs give unconditional love all the time, and that is something that helps people with depression the most. Hosmer is one of the sweetest things. He is now, he's almost 2 years old now. This was taken about 6 months ago. He's fairly big. They said he should grow some more. But this is my son Jordan, and he is extremely protective of Jordan. He will protect him from anyone and anything. We will play around quite a bit, and we'll act like we're smacking Jordan or like we're spanking him or something, and Hosmer has no part of that. He will take whoever you are and grab whatever he can, and he is getting you off. This is one of my favorite quotes. It says, "He may be a small part of your life, but you are his whole life." And that's one of the truest things. Hosmer just makes people happy. He likes to jump up very gently, and he just loves to give you kisses. He has this tendency to make your whole day better. In December of 2015, we found out that it would be nearly impossible for us to have children. I got really, really depressed. I tried to keep up a good face for my son and my husband, but it just wasn't me. In January 2015, my husband found Casey, and he got me Casey. She is a feisty, mean, but sweet and hyper little dog. She fit in perfectly to our blended family. She fell in love with Jordan as well. She and Hosmer finally started to get along. This is them laying down on the couch, just cuddling all together. She loves little kids, and she loves to help babysit. She just wants you to love her. That's all she wants, and that's one thing that helped me the most through my time, is just having my animals. While I conducted much research to look at the studies between animal and patient interactions, I am all the people that I have described. Social anxiety, that's me. The awkward person, meeting new people, having a hard time going out, that's also me. Having PTSD, while it's nothing that many people have gone through, I haven't gone through any wars. I have had different scenarios where guns have been pulled. It's not fun. Depression, going through the whole not being able to have kids, that's also me. My dogs have helped me through every single one of these situations. They aren't your average service dogs, and they may never actually be trained as a service dog may be, but they are my service dogs, and it's very important that I get to keep them, and that everyone have someone like this, so that way you can always have that unconditional love. Thank you.